to our channel, Nation Love Herbalife.
Yes, this is Mr. Nation Love, my business partner here. Today my business partner have an experience she wants to share with us. And as we say, I know Lord, what wait I for? My hope is in thee. So let's get it.
Let's get started. So, as you guys know, we are business partners. We do sell natural herbs and crafts made from natural fruits. And we practice a natural way of life, living life with just natural herbs, and we make it a way of life, okay?
So what was your testimony you want to share with the media and with the viewers?
Yes, we definitely came to do this video because I had an experience, which is a great experience, where a family friend / client did test positive for COVID and had, a lot of the symptoms. And they reached out to me just knowing that, we do everything naturally. We use some natural herbs that are great for just about everything. So with that being said, I did combine quite a few herbs after research and just after knowing some of the ones that I work with on a regular basis together.
You make a concoction of balm.
Yes, and I made a concoction.
What was it for? What did you use it against? Fever, flu?
All of those things. So first, I just want to mention that we are not doctors. We are not medical doctors, physicians of any kind. We are not offering to you any medical advice. If you do decide to use any of the natural herbs that we discuss, please consult with your doctor first, okay? So,
what did you do now? And what was wrong with the family member? What was the outcome? As I say, you got to be scientific. It's a science. I don't know what you're saying is a science, systematical observation of the person where you give them what happened.
yes.
It was a healing, right?
Definitely a healing. So she tested positive for COVID and reached out to me. She had the symptoms. I put about 7 herbs together and made a concoction for her. Within 2 days, she was already improved. And after that 3rd day, she already tested negative for COVID. And she reached out to me very pleased and very appreciative for that, which I was very excited.
So I see you have 7 herbs here.
I do.
All these herbs, I personally ship them from Jamaica, so I know all these herbs are organic because I got them in the hills, in the mountain.
In the hills, in the mountain.
Right.
I go there and we pick them. I was just there April, and it's amazing just to see how nature served its purpose. And what does the Bible say about herbs?
The Bible says, as I say, herbs are for the healing of the nation. Herbs are for me. Where there's a dish of herbs with love, better than a stall of ox with hatred. So this is herbs. So I see you have 7 different herbs here. First we have what?
Neem.
Neem.
So let's get into it. The first herb that I'm going to introduce is neem, okay?
And these are what you use in the concoction, right?
This is what I use in the concoction. I'm just going to show you a little bit of what it looks like, the herb itself. We like to keep in mind that the sticks in every herb are very popular, very vital. As he always reminds me, the sticks are very powerful.
Of course, the leaf, hang on to the stick. And this neem here, it's a bitter herb, so it's diuretic. So it can help you take out the inflammation, the cold. When the inflammation gives that cold and mucus to you out of your system, so a toxin and all that out of your system. It's good to clear the stomach. People who work in chemical and so forth, they need help to clean the stomach and take out all the toxin stuff out of your stomach and your foreign bodies.
Yes, neem is a great leaf. It's an antiseptic. It's a antioxidant. It is anti-inflammatory. It's an immunity booster. Yes. So it's really good to keep, as we know, to keep ourselves healthy and free of colds. Our immunity needs to be strong. Yep. So neem is really good for that.
You know, they use as pesticide also.
Really?
Herbs on herbs. You
see
that?
Look at that. Yeah.
This is Jack in the Bush. Oh, nice.
Jack in the Bush, one of my favorites. Jack in the Bush is one of my go-to herbs. It's because I'm very familiar with it. That's one. It's an anti-inflammatory. And just to keep in mind, most of our herbs are anti-inflammatories, antibacterials, antifungals, antimicrobials. So they're all really great. As I mentioned, it's an anti-inflammatory. It's a really good remedy for flu, common colds, asthma, sinusitis. So a lot of people get the sinus infections. And it's effective against like bacteria and diabetes as well. So this is the Jack in the Bush. This is kind of what it looks like without making a mess. All right, so I added this. This is herb number 2.
Herb number 3. This is what, King of the Forest?
This is King of the Forest. This is another one of my favorites and one of my go-tos because it doesn't have a strong taste. Some of the herbs, the taste can be a little overwhelming.
This herb here is a mystic herb. I thank the Lord for creating this herb.
This is what it looks like.
We use it even for liver spotting. We use it in green form. When it's green, to beat it, put it in the sun sometimes, like juice, and rub the liver spot. When you drink it also, it's a diuretic herb, but it's a very deep cleaning herb. And it does clean the lymphatic cells. Those white blood cells, your immune, those are your, what you call it, your army, your biological army within you.
The hemoglobin.
Right.
So the blood.
These white blood cells is what fight virus, bacteria,
You need those in your
attack
body.
and destroy and make your kidney and so forth get rid of out of your system. Clean the colon. Colon, remember, is where a lot of these toxic things store because you never get them past your waist.
Right, to get them out.
Right.
So that's the main thing when it comes to having a properly functioning body.
Yes.
It's
You
the
got to
colon,
make sure your large
the
intestine, colon
intestines.
clean.
Make sure that stuff is clean.
Number 3, right?
That's King of the Forest, right?
King of the
Yeah,
Forest.
one of my favorites. And King of the Forest, it is an antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial. It's a hypertension, and it can be used as a laxative. So good in a lot of ways.
Fever grass.
Fever grass. Just as its name says, it has been and is being used for fever. So people with fever, when they have fever, they do use fever grass. This is what it looks like.
Flu.
Okay, I like fever grass because it's light. It's light. The taste is, yeah, it smells good. It's light on the taste. Like I said, some of the herbs a little bit overwhelming when it comes to taste. But fever grass is good. It's packed with plenty of essential vitamins, minerals, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, potassium, magnesium.
Guess what I know with fever grass also is that thing that helps to clean the stomach. And stomach, whenever your stomach feel bad, your head feel bad. So you feel weak. So it kind of give back strength. So it is good for the microbes in your stomach.
Okay.
Yeah, the friendly bacteria.
Right.
It helps to destroy the bad one. You can also make a tincture because when you smell this thing, it have a flavor.
It's a nice aroma.
Mental, yes. Sweet aroma. If you feel like you may drive on a bus or you're driving, you might feel, I feel so nauseous. Something to help bring back.
Right. It's also good for with zinc, folate, and iron. So anyone who probably has an iron deficiency or anemic, that does have iron benefits. Rice bitters.
Yeah, I put the bitters in everything.
It's exactly what it says. Rice bitters are very bitter.
Bitter.
And very potent. So when I utilize rice bitters, though I don't like the taste, it is an awesome herb. The rice bitters, it's a great remedy for colds, infections, mucus, congestion, fevers. It's antiviral and it's an anti-cancer agent. So it is used a lot, though its taste isn't that great. And this is what it looks like.
But even with bitter, I kind of like rice bitters. As you say, it's a
can
blood
handle it.
cleanser.
Yes.
Take out stuff out of your blood like
They still use this today to clear infections in the body. I think you said they use it in HIV or something like that.
As a part of the medicine, HIV. I realized that, as I said, blood, it is good for, they say it is good for the heart. It's good for the liver. And it does good for the brain.
Right.
You understand? And the bitter herb on a whole. The bitter herb that ever take the toxin out of your
Right.
skin pretty.
It has even been used for poison. So they've used that to remove poison from the body. So you can imagine it's cleansing the blood the
So
way
that's
it needs
herb
to.
number 5.
Number
Herb
5.
number 6.
It's number 6.
Vervain. It's a
Vervain.
vervine. Blue vervine.
In Jamaica, they do say vervine. An American would say vervain. And vervain, it has a good, it does. It has a very relaxed smell.
Yeah, it have zinc in it also. So it has been recommended to use even against COVID. I know zinc is a thing that helps to build up your immune, vitamin
system.
A, vitamin C, zinc. These are things that help to build up your immunity.
Let me show what it looks like to them.
So vervain is a very good herb against. And I'll tell you how I use vervain in Jamaica. Because you only can ship the herbs dry. But vervain is a very potent herb. It's like diuretic also. But it's very good to use. Sorry. It's very good to use it by itself. It's very good to use by itself.
I've never used it by itself.
Yeah? You use it by itself. Down in Jamaica with the flu and the COVID and the mucus.
Right, with all this stuff going on.
Okay, so this is. Let me see if I can tell you what this one is.
This is one of my favorites too. I like to incorporate this a lot. This is the almond leaf. Not only do I like the way it looks, it smells really good.
You put it on a porridge, you put it
I do. I even put it in my porridge.
I've never done that before.
Or my oats. So a lot of what I incorporate, like I said, this is a way of life for me. I use natural herbs like on a daily basis. And one of the things that I like to do with herbs or even sticks, this is what it looks like, by the way. I like to put them in, like if I'm making like a oatmeal or soup, before I add the contents, I actually boil. Can you close that up? I boil it with the water, which is a big deal. So that's why he said he's seen me boil it with the water. So,
this herb, what you call it, it's a lot. It's common in Jamaica. And many people don't know that this almond leaf, it ever take the mucus out of the lungs. So I guess this is part of all of these herbs remove mucus out of the system.
Yeah, they're all really good.
This goes deep
sources.
to remove mucus out of your lungs, also to regulate your blood sugar levels. Also, many people you see having this issue with peeing a lot, the weak bladder. This herb, it used to regulate that also.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it used to regulate that also. Very, very powerful herb. When I boil it by itself, it has some little foraging inside of the pot. And I see you have here bitter wood. The bitter wood that does have the quinine in it. You're talking about hydroxyquinine quinine. It's quinine. Quinine is this was used for malaria back in the days.
Bitter root.
Anti-malaria drug. It has anti-malaria property. It's bitter, very bitter. Just a little piece of this. You can put it in like a gallon of water. Trust me, it gets so bitter, but it's very powerful.
It looks powerful. Most roots are pretty dominant.
Yeah.
And the almond leaves, I put that in almost everything. Almond leaves, it contains flavonoids, quercetin. I believe they even use that to clear a fish tank. I believe.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard that?
The fish to multiply.
Yeah, so it helps to reproduce the fish and clear, like keep their tank like clean. Like I've done some research on it. It's definitely a #1 immunity booster, which is why I use it the way that I do.
It's dirty, yeah. If you clean the tongue, just imagine what it does to your body. Right?
Yep.
And your lymphatic system always have these stuff in it saying why I need these herbs to help to clean.
Right. So those are the 7 herbs.
Those are the 7 herbs.
One thing that I did add that we didn't mention is ginger root. We all know ginger root is very beneficial. Good for everything. Antioxidant, inflammatory. It's good in a lot of ways.
And ginger helps to boost the properties of other herbs when you add it with it. That's what I have.
Right.
So I see you have your pot.
Yep.
This is about how much water do you put in this?
So this pot.
Can you come over here and explain?
So this pot is a gallon. So I used a gallon of water in this.
7 herbs? Ooh.
Yeah.
How did you prepare it?
I love the smell of herbs. So yeah, a gallon of water, and I combined 7 different herbs. So what I did was, I said about 21.
21.
To each ounce. Right. So I used 3 ounces of each herb in the water. Okay.
Oh, this smells like the fever grass.
It smells so good. I love the house when it
Yeah, it's like
the
a
aroma.
aroma,
Yeah.
like you're burning some sage.
My children like it too. So yes, I combined 7 different herbs, 3 ounces each to the gallon, and boiled it for about 15 minutes. Okay. After 15 minutes, you just cover it and then let it simmer.
So you boil it for the 15 minutes, or you boil it and leave it to simmer for the 15 minutes, or you leave it to simmer for 15 minutes, which is good because the leaves, herbs, doesn't
Right.
need to be boiled for a really long time. You just need to boil it a little bit and cover. They need to seep for a long time to pull it.
Right.
10 to 15 minutes is good to get the property of it. So how much? What was the amount you gave them to take per day or twice a day while
Okay.
they were infected with?
So these herbs, they are pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure.
if you have a regular cold, you probably, I guess I would say that I would recommend using it differently for each individual person based on, what their symptoms are. With someone with COVID, we all know this is like another form of a flu virus, a little bit more hefty,
Remember,
attacking organs.
we're not giving you a doctor's prescription.
Right, we're not
Home
prescribing you.
remedies, traditional herbalists doing their stuff,
Mhm,
working it on your own,
mhm.
see the result, others try it, interested in it, and it works for them. Okay?
Correct. So yeah, just as he mentioned, just to ditto that, we are not medical doctors. We are not prescribing you with anything. We are not telling you anything. What we're doing is sharing a concoction that we use that we had success with. That's what we're doing. We're sharing that with you. Again, if you do decide to utilize any of these herbs, please consult with your doctor first. Okay?
Okay, so how much ounces did you give them to drink?
So for this specific person, I told them 4 to 8 ounces. Okay?
And it was what, twice per day? Or
Twice.
Once per day?
So if you did
Twice per day.
right, so you can do 4 ounces twice per day. That would be a total of 8 ounces in a day.
And what was the result?
Great result. So within 2 days, already improvement. The 3rd day, she actually tested negative for the COVID. So the infection was already gone from her body.
So our immune was built.
Mhm.
Our soldiers then run out and fight.
Pretty much.
White blood
And that's what you want your body to do. You want your,
So
your
this
body.
I see you have a glass jar here already.
And keep in mind, when taking herbs, utilize lots of water and also replenish.
Thank you very much.
Because that's
Very
important. Very
When
important.
you take that first sip in the morning, like I said, you take 4 in the morning.
Mhm.
Make sure during the day you use a lot of
Yes,
water.
consume water throughout the day.
Right. So as if there's a virus inside of you and the
Cleanse it.
cells begin to attack and kill them, you need liquid to help to get them out of your
Mhm.
body, in your pee or in your stool, to get it out of your body.
Right.
Right? So when you store it inside the
So
glass jar,
yes, all of my herbs, as you can tell, I do my very best at storing them in glass containers. You want us to try and stay away from plastic.
yeah.
Okay, you want it to be BPA free, and it also stores it longer. It gives it more life.
I need a taste of this. This smells too good. Let me support my immune at this moment.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, remember I have a signature. Remember I have also a signature body flush bitter cleanser. That signature body flush bitter cleanser, 9 herbs. Coming up to the new moon and the full moon, you need a 3D of herbs to flush your system, build up your immune and so forth. Okay, the moon have this power. The moon is like woman. She's what makes the season. So the moon pull things up. That's the energy of the moon. Understand? So when you come into the moon, like when the moon becoming new, you begin to wax. You got to do stuff at that time. So you come with a full power. Coming up to the full moon, it gets the fullness where you have to cleanse to go back to the dark night again. Just like you work the week, you rest in the weekend, you feed up yourself for another week, another week again. Yeah.
So one thing with me,
Bitter, but not that much.
not that bitter. I used a little bit of rice bitters, not too much, because rice bitters are very potent. So I used just a sprinkle of rice bitters. I do tell my clients not to use sugar. That will take away from your herbs. Do not boil herbs and then use sugar. Use a natural sweetener. I tend to use raw honeys, okay? This one is the Trader Joe brand, but there's several really good brands that you can utilize. And make sure that it's raw honey. And they ask, can I add anything to it? I wouldn't recommend adding anything other than a lime and or a lemon and a natural sweetener.
Yeah, because some people really, they say, oh, this is too bitter.
Yeah, they don't want to
drink it. There's something I always tell them, definitely, when you drink it first. And then you use a little onion, molasses,
something natural.
Just take away.
Don't even dare put
it
or anything like that.
Yeah, man. So give thanks again, and we share our testimony with you. And I'm so happy that even in a foreign land, I could come and a business partner share our testimony, and it was somebody who benefit from it. So remember, we have the herbs for you. Yes. You can try your home remedy, and as I say, the Bible states, herbs are for the healing of the nation.
Yeah.
The website will soon be up.
Yes.
Always say,
the website is coming soon. It'll be nationloveherbalife.com, as well as the email, nationloveherbalife@gmail.com. Please feel free to share any comments. If you have any questions, leave them for us. Please like this video, share this video, and subscribe.
Like, love. Do it for the love, do it for the likes.
So we appreciate you. Keep coming to see us. We're going to continue to give you content as we, tend to do different things. Another thing is that not only do we sell the natural product herbs, we also sell jewelry.
Yeah, like the areas. Roots. Don't forget the roots. The blood therapy roots, testosterone roots. Moon, remember we have moon. Very powerful.
Okay.
Very, very powerful liquid. Moon. 100% moon. Fermented. We have that also for you.
All sorts of juices, okay?
So whatever video you want me and my business partner to make,
just let us know.
In the comment section, just reason, interact. Whatever I can show you, I learn from you. You learn from us.
Yes, we learn from each other. So if there's anything that you're facing, any type of ailments, some people have reached out, for diabetes. Some people have reached out for certain skin conditions, whatever we have that we can look into and research, or for things that we've already used that benefited some clients, we'll be happy to share those with you.
Blessed love, nation of Herbalife coming at you. Peace.